I'm Atrel Nashar in Washington. President-elect Trump is heading to Paris later this week for the reopening of Notre Dame, his first major trip since winning the election. And it's just one of the ways Trump is making his re-entrance on the world stage. He doesn't take office for another 7 weeks, but already President-elect Trump is testing the waters of his new foreign policies. On the hostages held by Hamas, Trump says, "If the hostages are not released prior to January 20th, 2025, the date that I proudly assume office as President of the United States, there will be all hell to pay in the Middle East and for those in charge who perpetrated these atrocities against humanity. Those responsible will be hit harder than anybody has been hit in the long and storied history of the United States of America." Trump did not offer details on how, but his statement was praised by some Israeli officials. Trump's soon-to-be National Security Advisor, Republican Congressman Mike Waltz of Florida, offered this.
It's time to drive this home and what we're calling the President Trump effect, where suddenly everybody's ready to deal.
On Russia's war in Ukraine, Trump made tall promises on the campaign trail.
I'll get the war with Ukraine and Russia ended. If I'm president-elect, I'll get it done before even becoming president.
But a close ally of Russian President Vladimir Putin just told Bloomberg News there's a 50-50 chance of an eventual agreement with Trump. The first test of Trump's sway on the world stage may come on the economic front. Trump recently threatened Canada and Mexico with crushing tariffs if they don't meet his demands on border security. President Biden called it counterproductive.
The last thing we need to do is begin to screw up those relationships.
Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum spoke with Trump on the phone. It's not clear what, if any, agreements were made, but Sheinbaum later said there will be no potential trade war. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau went all the way to Mar-a-Lago to meet with Trump over the weekend.
It was an excellent conversation.
Once Trump is sworn in, we'll be watching to see where he decides to go on his first international trip, which can signal a president's priorities. His first foreign trip in his first term had 6 stops, starting in Saudi Arabia, then Israel, the West Bank, Vatican City, Belgium, and Sicily. In Washington, I'm Atrel Nashar.